Welcome to Smart Wealth with Joshua.
Your daily stock analysis and catalysts talk. Today we're looking at Oklo.
Oklo. Now, before we get into the weeds, if you find our talks useful, please consider subscribe, like, and comment underneath. It really helps us keep the lights on.
And speaking of keeping the lights on, that is quite literally the problem we are talking about today.
So, Oklo. I have been seeing this ticker just, everywhere. It's trending. And usually when I see that much noise, my bubble radar starts pinging. It feels like a lot of hype. But you're telling me there's actual hard money substance behind this.
There is. And it's not just retail getting excited. So what here, the real driver, is that the biggest companies in the world are starting to panic about energy. We are watching the convergence of the AI supercycle and the nuclear renaissance.
And the big catalyst was what?
The agreement with Meta Platforms.
Meta. Okay, so Facebook, Instagram, a software company. Why are they getting into bed with a nuclear startup?
Because they've realized that code needs electricity, a lot of it. We're talking about a concrete deal for a huge 1.2 gigawatt nuclear power campus.
Let's just pause on that number. 1.2 gigawatts.
Gigawatts, yes, in Pike County, Ohio.
I mean, for context, a big standard coal or nuclear plant is usually around 1 gigawatt. So this isn't some small experiment.
No, not at all.
No.
This is utility scale power. It's enough to power, I don't know, over 700,000 homes. But here's the detail that really validates the whole thesis. The deal included a $25 million prepayment from Meta.
See, that's the part that catches my eye.
Right.
Usually early stage companies are the ones begging for cash. And here, the customer's paying up front.
It's incredibly rare. Meta is basically paying to secure their spot in line. It's not a handshake. Cash is changing hands to fund deployment. It tells you they see power as an existential risk.
They know the grid can't handle what they're building.
Exactly. The grid can't handle it.
So let's unpack the narrative. A cynic might just look at this and say, oh, it's just AI hype. NVIDIA goes up, so people buy anything with a plug attached. Is Oklo just riding those coattails?
It's more strategic than that. Think about the bottleneck.
Yeah.
AI compute is exploding. But the grid? I mean, the U.S. grid is old, congested, and in a lot of places it's dirty. Oklo is positioning itself to be the dedicated battery for the AI revolution.
So they bypass the grid entirely.
In many cases, yeah. Behind-the-meter solutions. They put the reactor right next to the data center. No transmission lines, no congestion.
Just direct, clean power.
That's the pitch.
Okay, that's the dream scenario. Nuclear batteries for data centers. It sounds great. But let's look at the reality of the business today. Because when I look at the fundamentals, I see a company that is currently, pre-revenue.
That is a fact, yes.
No commercial power generation yet.
Yeah.
The earnings reports, it's just net losses, operating losses driven by R&D. We're looking at an EPS of, negative 20 cents for Q3 2025. They are burning cash. So are we just buying a story?
If you're looking at it like a traditional value investor, yes, it looks terrifying. You can't value it on trailing revenue because there isn't any. But for a development stage company like this, in this sector, you have to value the order book, the pipeline.
Okay, so sell me on the pipeline. What does it look like?
It's substantial. We are tracking a pipeline of demand. I'm talking letters of intent, signed agreements, totaling around 14 gigawatts.
14 gigawatts. Okay, if they convert even a fraction of that, the numbers get very big very quickly.
The potential is in the billions. But you have to understand the business model. This is key. Oklo isn't a construction company.
Right. They aren't just building the plan and handing over the keys.
No, their model is energy as a service.
Okay, break that down. Why is that a better model?
Think of it like selling a CD versus a Spotify subscription. If they just built the reactor and sold it, they get paid once. Done.
Right.
But with energy as a service, Oklo builds it, owns it, operates it, and sells the power directly to the data center. They are the utility.
So they get recurring revenue for the life of the plant.
For 40, 60, maybe 80 years. It turns infrastructure into a massive high-margin annuity. They're basically a landlord for electrons.
That is a much stronger model. I'll give you that. If they can survive long enough to actually turn the switch on, they're burning cash. How long is their runway?
Critical question. And this is what we call the cash fortress. Depending on the filing, they're holding significant liquidity. We're seeing numbers from around $680 million up to maybe $1.2 billion in cash.
That's a serious buffer, even at the low end.
It is. A lot of these hard tech startups, they just die because they run out of money. Oklo has the liquidity to survive this pre-commercial phase. The cash burn is high, yes, but they have a runway for at least the next year or two without having to panic.
All right, so they have the money and the customers. Let's pivot to the product because advanced nuclear is a buzzword, but what does it actually mean?
This is the really cool part. Their tech is called Aurora, and it's totally different. It's a liquid metal fast reactor.
Liquid metal sounds like science fiction.
It's just incredibly clever physics. In a traditional reactor, you need water and pumps to cool the core. If the power fails, the pumps stop, things get hot, and you have a problem.
The Fukushima scenario. Active safety systems that can fail.
Right. Oklo's design uses liquid metal. But the magic is the fuel itself. As the reactor gets hotter, the metal fuel naturally expands.
Thermal expansion.
Basic physics, right?
Hmm.
And when it expands, the atoms get further apart, and the nuclear reaction just naturally slows down.
So it puts the brakes on itself.
Exactly. They call it walk-away safety.
Oh.
The laws of physics shut the reactor down. It doesn't rely on a computer or a human. It relies on nature.
Okay, that addresses the safety fear. What about the other big hurdle, the fuel?
This is the second part of their moat. They use recycled nuclear waste as fuel.
Wait, run that by me again. They run on the stuff we're trying to bury in a mountain somewhere?
They do.
Yeah.
Fast reactors can use the energy left in spent fuel. Right
Yeah.
now, that waste is a huge liability. Oklo takes that liability and turns it into an asset, into energy.
So you're turning trash into treasure. It lowers fuel costs and solves an environmental problem.
And there's one more layer here people miss, a subsidiary called Atomic Alchemy.
Atomic Alchemy, great name.
It is. They produce radioisotopes for medical use, things for cancer treatments, imaging.
A side hustle.
It's a strategic hedge. While the big reactors are waiting for approval, this could start generating cash flow. It's a diversifier.
Okay, I see the whole picture now. Tech, fuel, side hustle. Let's pivot to the charts, the price action, because if you've been watching this ticker, you might be feeling a little motion sickness.
It has been an absolutely wild ride. Explosive is the only word. We look year to date, we're talking early 2026 here. The stock is up roughly 300%.
300%, that's aggressive.
It is, and the volatility is high. We're seeing single-day surges of 14, 15%, often on news from the Department of Energy.
Sounds like a momentum trader's dream. What are the key levels to watch?
Right now, the battleground is the $100 mark. That's a huge psychological resistance level. You have the profit takers clashing with the true believers.
And if it pulls back, where's the floor?
Support seems to be forming around that $70 to $80 range. That's where buyers have stepped in before.
And the moving averages, I mean, this thing is flying.
It's trading way above its short and medium-term averages.
Yeah.
It's a strong accumulation phase, but it is extended. It's a high beta play.
Definitely. It moves aggressively with news. This is not a slow, steady compounder. You need a stomach for this one.
Absolutely. You are not buying this and forgetting about it for 6 months.
Okay, let's talk sentiment. What's the market perception? Is the street on board?
The street is waking up fast, and they're chasing the price target higher.
Give me some numbers.
Bank of America. They just upgraded Oklo to a buy, price target of $127.
Okay, $127.
Then you have Barclays with a street high target of $146.
Wow, so they see a lot more upside.
And Texas Capital initiated a buy with a $138 target. The targets are all trending up well over that $100 level.
So analysts are bullish. What about the big money, the institutions?
The ownership is incredibly high. We're seeing numbers around 85%.
85%. That is very high for a spec growth stock.
The smart money is in early. And look, Cathie Wood's ARK investment increased their stake in January 2026.
Of course they did. This has ARK written all over it.
It signals conviction in that innovation thesis. They believe the tech is real.
However, I do have to point out a bit of nuance here. I saw a filing, insider activity. The CEO, Jacob DeWitt, he sold some shares.
He did.
About 200,000 shares, roughly $18 million worth. That feels like a red flag now.
It looks like one, but I'd call it a yellow flag. When you do the math, yes, it's $18 million, but that's only about 11.9% of his total holdings.
So he still holds the vast majority of his stake.
Exactly. And the stock ran up 300%. This looks like diversification.
Yeah.
Tax planning, taking some chips off the table. If you were dumping half his shares, I'd be worried. 11%. That's just rational.
That's fair. Okay, we've covered the good stuff. Let's get to the bear case. What could go wrong?
The biggest risk, without a doubt, is regulatory.
The NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission.
They're the gatekeepers, and they are built to be safe, not fast. They're notoriously slow.
Oklo has a site permit, right? An accepted application.
They do. But they still need that final approval. And a delay in this industry isn't a week, it's 6 months, a year, maybe more.
And every day of delay is a day of cash burn with zero revenue.
Precisely. Which leads to the timeline slippage risk. The target for the first plant is late 2027, maybe early 2028.
That is extremely aggressive.
Very aggressive. If costs overrun or if that timeline slips to, say, 2030, the valuation could collapse. Because right now, the price is built on hope.
It's trading on story. That's the valuation risk. If macro sentiment shifts, if AI hype cools down, a stock like this could get hurt disproportionately.
It's a double-edged sword. The AI narrative drives you up, but if AI stocks correct, you're going down with them.
Okay, so the bull case, infinite demand, revolutionary tech. The bear case, regulatory hell, cash burn.
Let's get to the verdict. Where do you land? I'm giving this a bullish score of 8 out of 10.
An 8. That's confident. Why so high?
It's the macro positioning. Oklo sits at the perfect intersection of the two biggest trends of the decade, AI and the energy transition. AI needs massive, carbon-free baseload power.
And nuclear is really the only thing that checks all those boxes at scale.
Correct. The Meta deal validates the tech. The DOE partnerships provide government backing, and the cash runway is sufficient. They are not going to go broke tomorrow.
So what's the investment horizon? This isn't a short-term trade.
No. This is a multi-year hold, 3 to 5 years. It's volatile. It belongs in the speculative growth part of your portfolio.
A high-risk, high-reward play on the future of energy.
Exactly. If they pull this off, the upside is massive. But you have to be willing to ride out the regulatory waves.
And that is the breakdown on Oklo. Fascinating stuff. Liquid metal reactors, Facebook funding nuclear plants. It's a wild one.
It is definitely not boring.
Never boring. All right, that's a wrap for today. A final reminder, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Let us know what you think. See you in the next one.